What's up, everybody? Damon here, and in today's gaming news, Microsoft closes several Bethesda Studios. It's actually pretty shocking. Nintendo finally lets us know when it will let us know about the Switch 2, and Hades 2 has already blown away its predecessor in Steam popularity. This is your Daily Fix. Microsoft has closed a number of Bethesda Studios, including Redfall maker Arkane Austin, Hi-Fi Rush and the Evil Within developer Tango GameWorks, and more in devastating cuts at Bethesda. Microsoft did not say how many staff will lose their jobs, but layoffs are inevitable. IGN has asked Bethesda for comment. Microsoft declined to expand any further. As for Redfall, the disastrous vampire co-op game will now not receive promised updates, including an offline mode and new character DLC. Microsoft has ended all development on the game. Redfall will remain online to play, and Microsoft will provide a make-good offer for those who bought the Hero DLC. Arcane Lion, which is working on Marvel's Blade, survives the cull, as does Bethesda Game Studios, Machine Games, working on Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, and Doom developer id Software. In an email sent to staff sent by Matt Booty, head of Xbox Game Studios, Microsoft blamed the cuts on a reprioritization of titles and resources. The email reads, in part, these changes are grounded in prioritizing high-impact titles and further investing in Bethesda's portfolio of blockbuster games. To double down on these franchises and invest to build new ones requires us to look across the business to identify the opportunities that are best positioned for success. This reprioritization of titles and resources means a few teams will be realigned to others and that some of our colleagues will be leaving us. The closure of Tango GameWorks hits just over a year after the launch of Hi-Fi Rush, what many consider to be one of the best Xbox games in recent years. Tweeting in April 2023, Aaron Greenberg, VP Xbox Games Marketing at Microsoft, addressed concern that Hi-Fi Rush had failed to meet sales targets, calling the game a breakout hit for us and our players in all key measurements and expectations. He said, "We couldn't be happier with what the team at Tango GameWorks delivered with this surprise release." Hi-Fi Rush recently launched on PS5 as part of Microsoft's new multi-platform push. This shocking news means we won't be getting a sequel. And as for Arkane Austin and Redfall, that's the studio that delivered the very well-received Prey in 2017. Maybe it could have achieved Redfall's true potential with a sequel that didn't lean so far into the game-as-a-service model. Now we'll never know. People in the industry have reacted with shock today, but I like Adam Boy's post in particular. The co-CEO of Iron Galaxy Studios and former PlayStation executive didn't comment on the closures directly on Twitter, but did share a screenshot of a GeekWire article from April 25th, which showed Microsoft posted a 17% increase in revenue and $21.9 billion in profit in its latest financial earnings report. Moving on, Nintendo has said it will finally announce its Switch successor console within this fiscal year, so at some point before March 31st, 2025. In a statement on Twitter, Shuntaro Furukawa, president of Nintendo, confirmed the news as Nintendo published its financial report for the fiscal year ending March 31st, 2024. Furukawa also confirmed a Nintendo Direct for this June, but said there will be no mention of the Switch successor during that presentation. Instead, it will focus on Switch games for the latter half of 2024. The wording suggests fans will have to wait until at least July for a first glimpse at Nintendo's next-gen console, which we're all just calling Switch 2 for now. In February, reports indicated the Switch 2 was delayed until the early months of 2025. And finally today, Hades 2 is now available through Steam Early Access, and in just a single day, it's more than doubled the original game's lifetime concurrent player count. The May 6th Early Access launch of Hades 2 reached a peak of 103,567 concurrent players within 24 hours, according to tracking website SteamDB. The original Hades reached a lifetime peak of 37,749 concurrent players, meaning the sequel has already crushed its popularity on the platform. Hades 2, which arrives as a sequel to the critically acclaimed Greek mythology-themed roguelite, returns players to the underworld as they meet legendary figures like Odysseus, Nemesis, and Dora through a blend of storytelling, action gameplay, and dungeon crawling. Its early access version has received positive critical reception too, earning a 9 out of 10 from IGN. We said even in its early access state, Hades 2 is just about everything one could ask for in a sequel to one of the best roguelites of all time. Full release date for Hades 2 is yet to be announced, as have its platforms beyond PC, despite the first game being available on PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox One and Series X and S, and Nintendo Switch. Probably looking at 2025 for its full wide release. Developer Supergiant Games said, "We expect Hades 2 to be in early access development at least through the end of 2024. And that is your Daily Fix for Tuesday, May 7th. Now that you're caught up on the news, watch our review for the new vampire ARPG V Rising. I'm Damon Hatfield, and for all your video game news, stay tuned to IGN.